The anti-corporate protests in America have spread, and so now have the arrests and the accusations of police heavy-handedness. Dozens more activists have been taken into custody across several cities. One New Yorker was pushed face down into the pavement after apparently being run over by a police motorcycle. By the thousands of demonstrators campaigning out in a park near Wall Street for a month have claimed a victory over the mayor. Michael Bloomberg's orders to evict them under the pretext of a cleanup were overturned when the park's owners said the protesters can stay for now. The movement against corporate influence has gone global, with demonstrations planned in dozens of cities worldwide. The American members of Occupy Together claim they are still being ignored by the mainstream media. RT's Marina Portnaya met an activist who is breaking the information blockade.
From the mass demonstrations of support to the disturbing images of police force, day after day, the world has been able to watch Occupy Wall Street in action through Global Revolution TV, a live web stream documenting the ongoing corporate resistance and civil unrest growing and growing in the Big Apple.
It's not about one political party or this or that. It's actually creating a platform to have this debate without it being manipulated by the powers that be.
5 years ago, Vlad Teichberg was a derivatives trader on Wall Street. Today, the 39-year-old is among those camped out in Zuccotti Park, protesting against the financial institutions he once worked for.
I saw unlimited greed combined with unethical hierarchy system, combined with this tool, create the biggest bomb the world has ever seen. It sunk the world economy.
Teichberg co-founded and launched Global TV 4 weeks ago.
We're going to be bringing people in to explain what's going on.
When the occupation movement began in New York.
We also teach people how to shoot video, immediately edit it, and just upload it, and how to make it go viral. And the whole idea is that you're creating an instantaneous record and a witness.
Now that the movement has exploded worldwide, the web channel will be broadcasting live streams from more than 70 countries and 600 cities.
We're going to have a team of people that's going to be like staying in contact with all the other squares as much as we can, and figuring out what's happening there and taking their streams and putting them on the Global Revolution channel. So this is sort of a model for a replacement for CNN.
Teichberg says mainstream media outlets will be unable to marginalize or spin the peaceful uprising, as people from all over the world take to the streets, demanding elected leaders begin working for the majority instead of the financial elites.
It's a worldwide movement, and these principles of equality are going to redefine everything, because we're basically creating the new United Nations, except it's not United Nations, it's United People.
The people of the Occupy movement picked their first fight with the world's most powerful economic and political force, an ambitious feat first criticized and now spreading across the planet. Marina Portnaya, RT, New York.
Both major parties in the U.S. are accused of marginalizing the protest, and observers say they're not surprised. U.S. activist and blogger Jael Aram explains why Washington wants the Occupy movement evicted.
What's happening is that the political establishment is using its police forces to crack down on these legitimate protests. They're nonviolent, they're peaceful, and they're responding to it by arresting protesters, pepper spraying them, and preventing them from actually airing out their grievances. It's a protest against the current status quo. It's a protest against this system. It's a protest against this corporatist-controlled two-party establishment that owns both houses of representatives, both Republican and Democrats. And it's a protest against that. That's why I don't consider this to be a political movement as much as a social movement.